Ucua penki, tang ituamaji, human ak katune, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune, chunamuri. Baba Hassan Shan. Nova chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ras limo poiwanga, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune, Tong hitwama aki inkotune. Potong hitwama ji aki inkotun. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Uchua penki. Tong hitwama ji. Kakincha na wabaka chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Baba Hassan. Achua penki. Kakincha na wabakaon. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Achua penki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Tong hitwama aki inkotune. Potong hitwama ji aki inkotun. Achua penki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira. Baba Hassan Shan. Uchua penki. Baba Hassan.
Now. Here it is!
You'll pay! giving us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Achuta, Wonga kun bistulpi kikuyana. Dong patugas makdelia. Runda dijo donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching. Muchashat pakat. Kieno no namapaule ta kunjus tahmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bu. Runda dijo donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunki ka chikun ida donga. Yiking kuno. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Runda dijo donga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunutek. Tuka chikun ida donga. Yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Runda dijo donga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek. Ka chikun itahodonga. Iking kuno pamulerach. Runda dihodonga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking. Ka chikun itahodonga. Iking kun. Runda dihodonga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek. Mujashat pakant. Kiyin. Aku. Runda dihodonga kun honkabi. Tong haidwam jiji jumblum kach ta kunjus tak miki runda di kachi kun runda di hodonga kun hankabi wana
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Really? Well, then I assure you, on my reputation, I had nothing to do with the killing. I will help you with the case as best I can, though. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day. How can I be of further assistance? Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to... Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and... Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand... A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in? So, what do you want to... Well, I was out hunting. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Baluk's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back. So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, he went down. But when now I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So, what do you... Right.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help you with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kordanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handan Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? Is there any other... These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to... Is there any other information? Very well. I will be...
How can I be of further... I was taking my daily Yes, quite often. A healthy body will breed a... Injured? How can I be of further assistance? Well, actually, I just got here when I saw... I had no idea what Master Baluk came... I hope that you'll be able to make... Of course, of course.
Akupache. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun tong haitwam kachi ta kum just. Runda di kachi kun. Runda di hotong. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tung ba nunotek. Ta kum just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbab jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwalea gando na chuchut. Kachichu ita dundo. Muchashak pakat. Kiye no. Akupa chekopa. Gino. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwalea gando na chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita ku. Ta kum just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ita bodung. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking muchashak pakat. Runda di hotonga kun hanka muchashak.
So, what do you want to know? You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy. Right.
How can I be of further... Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. Of course, of course.
So, what do you want? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So, what do you want? You Jediers, can't you see that it I don't know why this is... Right.
Is there any other information? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information? The Southwood Speeder... Is there any other... According to the municipal authorities near the Darren spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past... Is there any other information? My preliminary analysis of... Is there any other... Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further... Of course, of course.
So, what do you want to... Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Ocupo. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun ka chi kun ita hodonga. Yeking runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Ta kum just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbogank wale oganda naru. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Yeking kuno pa muchashak pakat.
Is there any other information? My preliminary analysis... Is there any other... We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Echanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last... I hardly have enough money to afford... Even an Iriaz can... I would most appreciate it. How can I be of further assistance? Of course. Of course.
Is there any other I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other... Very well. I will be here.
Itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nandektek. Akup. Runda dir.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen. I hardly have enough money. Even an Iriaz can... I would most appreciate it if... How can I be of further assistance? Of course. Of course.
Akupache. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno mujashak pakat.
Is there any other information? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be...
So, what do you want to know? Well, right.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course. Of course, of course.
Is there any other information you... I have just received back an analysis of the blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than... Is there any other info... Very well. I will...
Tong abog siya umninang wanga kundis king balemuraya. Ronda di hotonga kun honka. Ako. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda ba wana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Ta kung jus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Moga siya pongka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadara nang. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong abom siya umninang. Wanga kun. Ta kung jus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolblank wale oganda naru chuchut. Moga siya pongka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadara nanga kumbi. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera. Ronda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Damn you.
Damn both of you.
Ta kung jus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Kachikun ita hodonga. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas maktelia.
you